Central Illinois is the CI in CI Living.
It's one of the toughest life-changing moments for families when parents decide to divorce. How to handle the children can be a touchy subject. So let's ask the lawyer. Sponsoring today's segment, Tapella and Eberspacher law firm of Charleston, and attorney Jacob Smallhorn joining us with some of these details. And I'm amazed to learn that the whole notion of custody is changing, right?
Well, I think the sentiment behind the custody is still the same, but the court has the legislature made some changes recently. They changed the word custody to parenting time. There used to be these two notions that there would be someone who had legal custody, meaning they could make decisions regarding, religion, education, and health. And then there was physical custody, who actually has the children. Those two concepts are still the same, but we've changed the words around in the law. Now it's called parenting time and parental responsibility. But the underlying presumptions that the court is supposed to look at are still really essentially the same. The court has to make a determination what's best for the children.
Yeah. And
the court has to make a determination who's the best parent to have custody of the kids, to have that parenting time and be the residential parent.
Sure, so that's what it's called now. And I assume that the change is to make it more inclusive and to make sure that both parents have a voice in raising the child. Right?
Yeah.
So what is it, in the old days, the mother used to be consistently would be in the current parlance, the residential parent. Is that still often the case?
Well, it's more complicated than that. I think it often happens that way because oftentimes children want to live with their mom in a case where there's a divorce, but
I feel like that's also a significant change. I feel like, my parents, I grew up in a divorced household, and I feel like my voice was never asked for back then, and so that's a factor now?
It always has been. I think the court, the legislature has signaled to the courts that they want the courts to take these, to really make a meaningful analysis to determine which parent is better, because times are changing.
What factors play into the judge's decision?
As I said before, the primary factor, and the judge has to make the determination as to whether or not the kid is mature enough to make a meaningful decision as to which parent they want to live with. The other factors are where does the child go to school, which home environment will provide the most consistency and stability for the child. The court looks at factors such as the participation of the parents in the past.
Yeah.
So a lot of cases, the other factors that the court will look at are what the parties want to do what their plans for the future are as well. The court wants to know that there's a good, comprehensive plan for how the parents will parent the child together moving forward in the future.
So what if I want more time with my child in this kind of situation?
I think the first question I ask them is, how much time are you spending with your kids now? And when you're spending time with them, what is the quality of that time? Because in reality, the way to get a good result for a client is to have the client be a good parent, because as you heard before, that's what the court's really looking at, is who do you deserve to have more time? Have you shown and put forth the effort in the past?
It's like a continually evolving world, I feel like. And that's why you need a good attorney, right?
Absolutely.
Well, Jake knows his stuff, definitely. So if you're in one of these situations, you need representation, it's Jake that can help you out. And he's with Tapella and Eberspacher law firm in Charleston. Lots of information online. Visit tapellalaw.com, and we'll connect you there as well at ciliving.tv. Jake Smallhorn, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
If you have a question for the firm, go to ciliving.tv. Look on the right-hand side, halfway down the page, where you'll see the Ask the Lawyer box. Click there to submit your question.